What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Fanboy Talks, where we talk about everything fanboys care about. My name is Vaughn.
My name is Chase.
And today we're going to be doing our topics again. So what is your topic,
Well,
Mr.
first
Chase?
of all, I have an overall topic I just want to throw out there. Would you consider hot dogs a sandwich?
That's actually a pretty...
I've heard it on Kind of Funny so far, and then on Rooster Teeth, so it's making its way around right now.
I've heard it a couple times. It would depend on the definition of sandwich. Because there's different kinds of sandwiches. There's cheese sandwiches. So you can't really like a grilled cheese is a grilled cheese sandwich. I would label it as a sandwich because it is something, bread, condiments, and bread. That's the basis of a sandwich.
Okay, I just wanted to know your opinion.
That was
on
your
that.
topic?
No, that's not my topic. My real topic is
gotcha.
How we feel about like loot crates like in game.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So your real topic is microtransactions, but you just wanted to know if I thought a hot dog was a sandwich.
Yeah, man.
Obviously. I mean, actually, it could be debated why a hot dog is not a sandwich.
Believe me, I asked it at work, and it kind of went around all day, and people were questioning each other. And
because there are arguments for and against it. It would definitely.
But I feel like the arguments for it being a sandwich are more there.
Yeah, because it's a fucking sandwich.
Okay. Off that topic. So, technically, microtransactions, and how do you feel? But the real thing is, like, how do you feel, like, because they usually start out as, like, cosmetic, and I've said like a whole bunch of times, but they start out as cosmetic, but then eventually they usually tend to turn to, like, oh, get this gun that no one else can get.
Pay-to-win scenarios?
Yeah, essentially.
I'm okay with microtransactions as long as they never become a pay-to-win scenario. Microtransactions always kind of toe that line. As long as it's only like cosmetic, like in Overwatch, you can get skins and stuff like that. I find that like completely acceptable. But once it becomes a thing where it's like in Call of Duty, how you can purchase weapons.
Yeah, I feel like eventually, if like gosh, I need to stop saying that. If companies figure out,
hard word to avoid.
I know, especially when you start saying it. But when they figure out that they can make money from microtransactions, and people will spend a buttload of money if it has to do anything about like getting weapons that you can't normally get, or getting something that will actually help them in game. Even people just spend it on skins, which is crazy. But people
spend a lot of money on skins.
People will just start dropping skins, or not skins, but boxes, just to get like the best skin, or in some cases the best weapons. See, that's where I draw the line. I'm fine with skins, cosmetics, all that good stuff, like emotes. Like these are completely okay. So I'm talking about like how CS:GO does their microtransactions, Overwatch does their microtransactions that way. Most part Paragon.
Yeah, I don't play a whole lot of Paragon, but yeah, as long as it's purely cosmetic and it's not a pay-to-win scenario, I'm totally fine with it.
I mean, what Paragon does with it is you can get like boosts for like out-of-game XP. So I mean, it really doesn't make a huge difference.
What does the out-of-game XP do?
So you have your XP, you level 1 to 50, and you just level up that, and you get whatever, like, boxes for getting to certain levels and stuff. But in, like, the other boxes, you can get just, like, a 10-game XP boost. But it's not the XP in the game, it's the XP out of the game.
Oh,
so there's 2 different levels you're working on.
Gotcha.
Well, 3, really, if you count the character out-of-game level as well.
Oh, okay.
So it doesn't change really anything. It just makes it easier to get to level 50.
Yeah, when you level up, don't you get like card packs and stuff?
Yeah, but I'm already level 50, so it doesn't help.
It doesn't really help you out. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely different in let's talk about Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, where you can buy scrap to buy guns and buy blueprints and stuff like that. That's a completely different scenario because there might be this one gun that's just so good, and the one way to get it is by, or I mean, you could like earn it naturally with your different kinds of like steel and stuff like that, or I guess scrap, I believe. But Or you could just pay $10 to get it. And most people don't want to go through it, so they just pay the $10.
But then the one that comes to mind the most is Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, when they had a gun called the Speakeasy. And it was just, like, there was the best gun in the game, obviously. And this was just a better version of the best gun in the game.
Oh, that's always nice.
Yeah, so it was like, hopefully you get the
Gallahorn
Speakeasy.
2.0.
I mean, it wasn't that game-breaking, but it was... In a one-on-one, that person who had the Speakeasy was going to win.
Yeah.
Unless they were just trash and the other person was just a lot better. But most of the time, it's not like that. Everyone's on a pretty fair playing field. But, yeah, I just really wanted to... I don't like them personally. Even skins, for the most part. Because there's always going to be like, well, if we throw this in there, that helps people. They're going to want to pay for it.
Yeah.
And it's just always towing that line, like you said, that... We could either just keep the skins and keep everyone happy, or make a few people happy and make a lot more money by putting a rare card in there.
Yeah, I feel like human greed is the big issue there. Is that it can be just skins and it can be just these cosmetic items, which would be the best way to do it. But in the end, it's like you have to toe that line so finely. And once you get a taste of that extra money that you can get, where it's like outside of skins, you're fucking done.
Like if they do one weekend, get this card in the box.
Yeah.
And then they figure out, oh, we made an extra 50% that weekend. We're gonna do that all the time.
Yeah, so they end up wanting to do a lot more. I definitely see why people are against microtransactions. I've never necessarily been for them. I've always thought them to be like really annoying, to be completely honest.
And the fact that I don't participate in the microtransactions also makes it a little bit more irritating.
Yeah, because when you don't pay for it, you're just like, cool, I guess I'm out on the I'm out on the ledge here.
Well, like
Nobody
Clash of Clans, really that was a major pay to win.
Some cock.
Yeah. Some cock.
I never played Clash Clans, but I understood it. A lot of people are like, yeah, you get these gems, all sorts of stuff, and you purchase.
You spend $20 and you can do all this shit, and then you spend 20 more and you can do all this, and
yeah, I feel like. So, this comes back to an episode we did a while ago about how I believe that open world games are actually like ruining video games. And I believe that microtransactions are also doing a very similar thing, because people just go into these games, and even if it's small games, recently like gamer has been redefined, the term gamer has been completely redefined, and even people who play like small mobile games like Clash of Clans and stuff like that, they are gamers, which I'm totally fine with.
No,
I have no issues with. I'm not even gonna get into it. But I feel like it's ruining that version of gaming, because you can you don't even have to play the game. If you want to be the best in the game, all you have to do is spend $50 and you've got it. Like, you can be the best as long as you spend some real world money, which I just think is pretty ridiculous, because then it takes all the fun out of playing video games, and it just makes it kind of like a chore. Or I guess not even a chore, it just makes it kind of like an elitist hobby, and I'm not a big fan of that. But yeah, I think we both agree that microtransactions are a big pain in the ass.
That is true.
For my topics, as I'm pretty sure we heavily covered microtransactions, I want to know, what superpower would you choose if you could choose any superpower? Like, you just wake up, you have it, but no matter what superpower you choose, it has a very shitty downfall. And I'll give you a quick example.
No, but you have to give me an example for the one I want to choose.
See, that's the thing.
So this is like
superpowers. You'll choose your superpower, and I will tell you what its downfall is, and you choose whether or not you still want it.
Okay.
So specifically, I would love time travel. Time travel's my huge thing. Like, I think time travel's possibly the coolest power ever. The ability to control time is awesome. But I was thinking, what would be the main thing that people would hate about time travel? And it would be a lot of people say watching your friends and family die, all that stuff would happen. Or I guess that's more towards immortality than it is time travel. But I was thinking with time travel, what would be a massive, shitty point that would happen with time travel? If you stayed in one time for too long, you'd be stuck there. So if you went to, the fucking Jurassic period and you chilled there for, more than 10 minutes, you would be, fucking stuck there. So I was thinking, time travel, amazing ability, but you can only stay in any specific time for 10 minutes. That was all that you can do.
So what you could do, theoretically, is you could go to a time...
Yeah.
Stay there for 9 minutes, go to a different time, and then go back 9 minutes from the other time So you'd just be right where you were. But it'd be kind of like a hassle.
It would just be such a pain in the ass.
Okay.
Like, I would still love the ability to travel through time, but I don't know if I would love it as much if I could only stay in different time periods for 10 minutes. That would actually piss me off more than anything.
Time travel itself has a big downfall, just with, like, paradoxes and stuff. Like, you move one thing that could change everything.
It's like the whole butterfly effect and everything. I'm just going to say that doesn't exist. I'm just going to say, you know what?
So you could just go back in time, punch your mom in the face a few times.
And then just, like, go back in time and reverse that. Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. Paradoxes obviously exist. But what superpowers would you want to wake up with? And after you choose them, I will tell you their downfalls, and you choose whether or not you still want it.
Okay, so here's my... Staying with time, really. I just want to be able to freeze time. So that when I'm sleeping or something, my alarm goes off, freeze time, sleep for as long as I need, wake up, I'm ready for the day.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so the downfall with that, specifically, is you would grow older. You would age at an accelerated rate. So for every minute would be a month. So if you
that doesn't make any sense.
yours
is like, all you have to do is go back in time and go back. It's a little hassle.
Like
Mine's
5 minutes.
You're gonna die in like 10 years.
No, okay, so let's say a week. Let's say every minute you spend or hour you spend.
So
is
I
a
would
day.
just get older.
You would get older by the amount of time. So if you stop
then
for
no, I
let's say
wouldn't do it.
30 minutes.
Superpowers are supposed to make you super. This is not super.
See, that's why this game is so much fun, is because it has such a shitty ending.
But your downfall doesn't affect
literally
you at all.
any other downfall. That was just an example. I'm just using that as an example.
Okay, every time you go back in time, reality changes.
I'm totally fine with that. I would still choose that ability.
For better or for worse.
Yeah, it would suck ass.
Adolf could still be alive.
If you went back in time, you could never go back to the same time. So if you went back, killed Hitler, you came back, and fucking that, made the Nazis rule the earth, you'd be fucking stuck.
See,
that would be a shitty ability.
The thing I don't appreciate about this game is that at this point they're just powers. They're not superpowers.
See, it's still fun though.
No, not really.
So some downfalls suck. Like I played this game a long time ago, and we when I worked as a cashier, and me and another guy were talking about like if you would rather fly or you'd be able to breathe underwater. And it's like, but so one didn't outweigh the other. You could only you could only basically fly as fast as you could swim. And there was limitations to what you could do with breathing underwater. Like, you could, you couldn't go to certain depths because obviously you'd die. Like, no matter what, you could breathe underwater. And, breathing underwater is just kind of a shitty ability altogether. And, there was, a lot. We had several customers, choose which one they wanted. And it was, they did a Game Over Greggy show topic about it, too, where it was, teleporting or flying. And if you flew, you would, get physically exhausted, as if you were running.
See, that game seems a lot better.
You got electrocuted.
Than me telling you my power I would like, and then you just shitting on it.
Me just ruining it?
Yeah, making it not accessible.
See, I don't know. I feel like it's interesting. Because
the game where you come back and you just say, okay, would you rather have one of these three powers, but here's the downfall.
Yeah.
See, that would be a lot better.
It would definitely make... It would be a lot better of a scenario than me just shitting all over your dream.
Shitting all over me.
What's another superpower you would like?
Flying, man.
Flying?
Flying would save so much time.
See,
Even if you could only fly the same speed you swim. That's still faster than driving anywhere.
I know, it would be so much nicer. Yeah, that was my whole thing with the whole, flying or breathing underwater. Is because, I would still love to fly because literally just, flying short distances without any traffic or anything like that would be so much better.
See, I'm trying to go to the gas station down the road. I don't have to follow the road. I just go up.
Yeah, and you're just pew.
Yep.
You just go straight,
even
beeline
if I'm
it
just,
to this gas station.
normal swimming.
How awkward would that be if, you actually had to do the animation of swimming? So you're, going through, and everyone's looking at you, and you're like, this is ridiculous!
This is a pain.
You're just flailing your arms. Or there's people that swim, really awkwardly. They would just look like...
Or there's Michael Phelps, and he's just like...
Yeah, Michael Phelps is
flying
like
through the air.
The fucking like genius of flying. He's like, don't worry, guys. I know the exact ability that you should choose.
Then he goes on to win 20-something more gold medals from the Olympics for flying.
Yeah, that would definitely be interesting. If so, I was watching an anime a while ago that it has something to do with this, but doesn't. It's called My Hero Academia, and basically everyone on Earth gets like just develops abilities. Like 80% of everyone on Earth has these like special abilities, and it's like some of the abilities really suck ass, and it's so funny. And it's like some people are born without them. I would definitely recommend watching the anime if anybody ever has time. But it's like this one kid has like these balls that are like really sticky that he could pull off their head.
Me too.
Pull off his head and like he throws them and they stick to stuff. And but
sounds
if
like a great power.
Yeah, it's a stupid power. And if he pulls off too many, he bleeds. And it's like pulling off his skin. And I'm like, that's so fucked up. And
that
another guy
terrifying.
has the ability to like electrocute people, but if he does it, he overloads his brain and becomes a fucking idiot for like a short portion of time. Ah, it's so good. It's so funny. That's like the epitome of this game. Like me shitting all over your dreams of like superpowers.
It's rude, really.
Anime. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Fanboy Talks. We post this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Make sure you check those out. We obviously have a huge backlog of them. Make sure you guys leave a like if you like this video. Make sure you guys comment letting us know what kind of shitty superpower you'd like to have and anything else down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day.